So as a dog, as I've explained before, especially a neutered dog, a dog with no testicles, I have what you might say more of a liberal bent. Whereas the man, he's more old school and he came from a wealthy family. He's more what you would call, he's more of an old school Republican kind of thing. He's more like what you would call a Rockefeller Republican. Because, but he's not so down with all this business that we're having lately with, these states dictating to other states about gun control or abortion, or one state empowering its own citizens to spy on its fellow neighbors, and the states giving the people, like in Texas, the power to sue each other over different issues and, sticking each other's nose squarely in each other's business. The states empowering people and to become their own, spontaneous Gestapo. If you see anything you don't like, we're empowering you to, start arresting people or start suing people or just really stick your nose in your neighbor's business, police your neighbors. The man doesn't like that situation at all. And the man was like, now they're going to say that you can't have, they're going to revisit gay rights, or they're going to revisit, I couldn't believe the man said that they're going to revisit contraception. Like, who the hell's going to stick their nose into your business? What state entity has the right to come in and say, hey, when you have sex, you can't use no contraception. You got to just take your chances. I mean, come on. Who in the hell would think that would be normal? Hey, buddy, are you using a prophylactic? Or is your girlfriend on the pill? Oh, sorry. We're going to have to do something about that, man. First off, we got to make sure we know if you're using contraception, and then we have to punish you. Something is wrong. And the man was saying, and then they're saying that there shouldn't be any sex education in the schools. At some point, the kids have to have the sex education. If you don't want to have unwanted pregnancies and abortions, the kids are going to have to know something about, unwanted pregnancies. They're going to have to know how to prevent unwanted pregnancies, I mean, you got to teach. They're 15, 16. The man said, hey, listen, I'll never forget Mrs. Robacker. She held up two beanbags. They're supposed to be like models of testicles, and I'll never forget the one had symmetrical testicles both hanging down, but the other one had the testicle that wasn't, it was a distended testicle, or someone have that call when the other testicle doesn't drop down. It was a lopsided sack. It was a lopsided scrotum. One of the balls was hanging a lot lower than the others, and I was like, oh my God. It was like I saw, I could see myself. I was like, that's me. I didn't say it out loud, but I was so happy. And she said it's normal. Sometimes one of the balls doesn't drop down as far as the other ball. And I was like, God bless, Until I was 14 or 15, I was petrified. My sack was abnormal. Then I come to find out in sex education, it was okay. One of your balls can be a little lower than the other. One of them was a distended testicle, or whatever they call it. I don't even know. What I'm saying is sex education was okay. And these crazy people, these crazy conservatives are saying you can't have contraception, you can't have sex ed, you have to have unwanted pregnancy. Yeah, why? Come on. The man was like, Jeepers Creepers. The man finally said Ronald Reagan must be rolling over in his grave. That's all. Ronald was like, yeah, you got to stop. You got to stop abortions. Abortions ain't good. But we're not going to empower your neighbors to spy on you and to dictate to you. And if it's states' rights, the red states shouldn't be trying to dictate to the blue states. For God's sake. But whatever. The man was getting all upset about it. But he said Ronald Reagan must be rolling over in his grave. And he said, when Miss Robacker showed us the lopsided testicle model, I felt normal. It was one of the best days of my childhood. And, I don't know. It could mean something. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. I don't know. But whatever. It's okay.